Hi,
Once you're a
everyone.
full-time network marketer, you may not know the date ever again.
Exactly. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Monday Night Team Zoom. Today is February 3rd. Get in here, you. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It was our 17th anniversary, so it was awesome for us.
We're still partying.
We are.
So if we slur, you'll understand.
Yes.
Paul taught us how to do that. Awesome upline.
All right, so let's get started because we have some things we're going to talk about. First, let's talk about Amazon. Who wants to hear about Amazon? And you guys can always jump in on this. So we got an update last week, and Paul, you can always jump in too. So what ASEA has done is, listen, first off, we are never, I just have to have Foster stop scrolling through.
I'm just muting people who aren't muted.
Okay, he's muted. Just everybody mute yourself, please. Okay, so on Amazon, first and foremost, we are never going to get rid of all the people on Amazon. It's impossible. There's always going to be people that are dumping product, period. But right now, you might see a lot of product on there for a cheap price, $109. What ASEA has done, and the reason why you're seeing that right now, is ASEA partnered up with a preferred seller on Amazon. So that preferred seller, they're like that. They are the one that is preferred. What do they call it? You know what it is? Oh, the Amazon's choice. So they're Amazon's choice. They are not going to sell ASEA for less than 160. They're going to sell it at retail. They're not going to sign up associates. They are going to be there as the premier with Amazon. So they have the agreement with Amazon. They're their preferred seller. Everybody else was given 30 days to get their product off of there. They cannot sell it for below 160. So they were given 30 days to get rid of their product. So you're going to see, and I'll share with you right now, you're going to see people that are dumping their product. Where did my share go here? That's Amazon. Okay, so I need glasses here. So this is Amazon's choice. So you're going to see $80. So that's 160. That is retail. You're going to see, so there was a lot on here in December. I think they had like 30 Amazon sellers. Right now, you're going to see so many less. So this is basically, let me just minimize this. This is what you're going to see right now. They're dumping. They're running out. Karen Riley said they're running out of their days. They're dumping it, and they're dumping it quick. So that's why these prices here. But once their 30 days runs out, they can no longer sell ASEA. All right. So it's pretty cool. You know, listen, we have to give it to somebody, and I would rather have that they're not signing up associates. It's only the customers, and they're only selling at retail. The only thing that you're going to see then after the 30 days is people that have whatever fraudulent, whatever it is, they're dumping product. Let's say they've got product. Once they put it on there under that 160 price, they're going to be given notice from Amazon. You have 30 days to get this off of there. So they're going to only, you know, that's what I'm saying. There's always going to be somebody dumping product, but we're not going to have all those people. In December, there was 30 sellers. We're down to less than 10 right now.
Right. So it's been a business model for people.
Yes.
And now it's not going to be a lucrative business model, so they'll go find other things to sell.
Yeah, because they're Amazon sellers. They don't want to lose their Amazon status. They don't want to be kicked off. So they have to abide by those rules. So they've been given their 30 days, dump it, and move on. So they will not be, those people will not be selling ASEA anymore. Did I get that right, Paul?
Paul, you want to add something?
Yeah. So what you'll see is that if someone pops up and starts to want to do product dumping, again, like Terry said, they have 30 days. So everyone's 30 days it's a different 30 days. So you may start seeing some fall off right away, and then it'll take some a little longer. But again, I think the core messaging is you know, that we stick to as well. And someone just mentioned that in the chat, is that some of this product is expired. Some of it they found even counterfeit. So you're not even getting, you know, ASEA. And if you think about it, from being able to do that, it's pretty easy, right? Someone can just put some salt and water. No one's going to know that, hey, those aren't the actual molecules, and they'll taste it and go, see, it's like salt water. So again, just let them know they have 100% money back guarantee. So if they're not getting the value from the product, then they're going to get all of their money back from ASEA, and they're going to have fresh product that's that has been authorized by them and through an authorized associate.
Right. And by the way, that you can also say that if somebody is selling it under $160, that they are going against Amazon's rules. And it really, like Paul said, it's probably counterfeit. Something's wrong. They're dumping it, and you would just be silly to buy it. And we're still going to have people that are going to do it. Nothing we can do. But just so you know, I see it just keeps trying. They just keep, getting ahead of the game. But criminals are criminals, guys. They're if they would take the time that they spent creating criminal stuff and put it into legal and ethical stuff, they would be millionaires.
Take note, Paul.
All right. So isn't that awesome? So we're really down. You can see there's those 109, 119, they are dumping, and they're dumping fast because they're out of time. Okay.
And feel free to stock up on counterfeit product if you like.
Can I ask you guys a question about the shipping then?
Sure.
Is there any chance that ASEA is going to have like 2-day or priority? Because I know that's why a lot of them go there, is because they're like, they want it immediately, or they have whatever issue and they need it immediately. And
they're not going to have that option, Angie, because they're given, those people are off there. Those Amazon Prime can't sell it. So Amazon Prime people, they've already been given their 30-day notice. The ones that have been selling it, those are the Amazon Prime. So again, anybody that you see on there doing it, it is literally dumping. And so they're not normal. They're not going to be normal Amazon sellers. So there's not going to be that 2-day.
Right.
So those people that are paying for it, they're going to be paying $160 regardless.
Okay, so I think
but my question,
will ASEA be doing next day air or expedited shipping? And as far as we know, there is no plan to do that at this time.
No. But right now, of course, you can get the free shipping with the promo, 2 cases for either customer or associate, you get free shipping. So,
right. It was just for the speed of it, because people are wanting, they question, why can't we get it for 2 days shipping?
Right. That's why we always keep extra stuff around. So we hand them a bottle and we have them owe us a bottle so that they can get started right away.
But it's pretty quick now. It's really getting there in like about 3 days. So, but again, Andrew, they're not going to have that option of 2 days. They're just not anymore, because those sellers aren't going to be on there. And if they want to pay $160, so be it. Listen, we're never ever going to stop them all, but we're getting ahead of it. So.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Lori said gets to me in 2 days. Us, really. It really does. It's getting there so quick. So you can tell them that too. It's like, really, say 3 days. It's to you. No problem. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's talk about compliance. Dun, 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 dun. So we're not going to go too much into it, but in February, it's around the 15th, compliance is, you're going to be getting an email, and you're going to have to take a compliance test. You're going to have to read, answer the questions. It's really gotten out of hand. People are just posting. It's just getting really scary. And before, guys, like in the old days, we were under the radar. Nobody cared about us. FDA, FTC, we didn't care. We're on the radar now. We're heading into momentum. We're a big deal now, and we have got to be compliant. And there's just so much stuff. And I think it's because people don't really realize what is compliant and what's not compliant. And there's that fine line. So it's going to really be spelled out for you. It's like going to take 10 minutes of your time. But people, it's a way for ASEA to say, okay, listen, you read what's compliant and what's not. You've answered the questions correctly. You know what you can be posting and what you can't. And that way we can teach our people as well. That keeps us in good standings with FDA, FTC. So again, I think people, it's just that fine line, what's compliant and what's not. And Foster could tell you, he knows 100% what's compliant. I do. And yes, people are pushing it. I think one of the things that the diamonds were really screaming about is that the compliance is screaming out is that people think if they just put redox or RSM, redox signaling molecules, that they can post it with these testimonials making claims, and it's not so. It's not. It's really putting us at risk unless you have a page that you have no affiliation with a SIA and you're just putting redox and nobody knows you're doing a SIA. But if somebody messages you and says, well, what is this thing, and you're talking about redox, that can be somebody from TINA, the organization. They're looking
Truth in advertising.
Truth in advertising. They're looking for people making medical claims. Pictures are not pictures of wounds and stuff. That's not compliant. It's not. So
everybody get ready to get more compliant the middle of February, and it is so that we can have a company for the next 100 years.
Yeah, it's really
we don't
important.
want to lose it.
And I think it's for people to understand is that we would all love to post the things that we have seen, the things that we have gone through ourselves.
Boy, do we have stories.
I mean, the stories, if we posted them, we would get every single person out there. They would come and join with us. So I think, again, it's just not fair. Somebody would rather have, they don't care so much about the company and our future, but about getting a customer in the moment. And so we all just got to get on board, protect our company. I don't want to lose this. I beg people, please be compliant in our testimonials. So again, a lot of people just don't know. We're going to learn what's right and what's not.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
Paul, do you want to add anything to that? Any questions, anybody?
Yeah, no, I think you guys were pretty thorough. It's just part of the process, guys. And that's what, one of the benefits that we have as a network marketing company is that we have everyone's there for our own vested interest. And of course, no one wants to see anything happen to the company as a whole, because that will affect you. So we police ourselves. So if you see something too, let the company know. So you don't have to be the bearer of the bad news, but you'll see how to properly report that and all these things in these new sort of, again, it's not like trying to get a college degree or anything. It's going to be a very quick, short, just small number of questions, just some basics, but make sure that one of them is going to be, make sure that if you see something in violation that you do make the company aware. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul.
Awesome.
And that again, you don't want to be the one that says, hey, take that down. But I think this is going to open up that venue for all of us to say, hey, take that down. That's not okay. And by the way, like Paul said, this isn't like a college quiz. It's going to be like 10 minutes. But if you don't do the test, your commissions will be stopped until you complete the test. So it's not like they're going to take away your commissions. They're just going to put a hold on them because they need every single person to read it, understand it, and say, yeah, I get it. I've answered it. And so if somebody after 30 days has not taken the test, they'll just put a hold. They'll get the notice that says, listen, take the test. And new people are they're not going to get that thrown at them. I think they're going to get like 2 weeks before they will be sent that little test from compliance. Any questions, anybody? We all good? The visual example might be helpful to show what is in compliance.
Let's see what it is that they do in the quiz.
Yeah,
They'll probably show us exactly what we can and can't.
That's why we're not going to go too much, because it's going to be from Ben Tyler, who's the head of legal for ASEA, and so we'll wait to see what he says.
Exactly. And he's a pretty tolerant guy for the one who has to be the head of intolerance. Yeah. So I think that nobody's going to be upset with what it is that we can and can't do.
Right. Hey, let's move over, Paul. I know we you know what? It's like people are at different levels with their compensation plan. And so we're going to do like in little bits so that you guys, it's not overwhelming, because watching the videos, there's still questions. So we saw there was some questions out on Molecules That Matter. Paul's going to talk, I think, tonight about the binary. We'll do a part 2 next week. We'll move on a little bit more because we don't want to overwhelm, but I'm going to turn it over to Paul, and he's going to talk a little bit about the compensation plan. Take it away, Paul.
Very cool. Thanks, guys. Also, congratulations to Kansas City Chiefs fans out there. Win the Super Bowl. Also had another announcement here. The ASEA Vega Omega product is now available in Europe. So again, this is a pretty big deal. So if you know people in Europe, again, these are very friendly products, they're familiar with. And again, I think we've got like certification or ability to sell in pretty much all of our EU markets. Real quick, I wanted to share, because I did get another question on this that I did mention that I would share as well. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so ASEA Connect in your group now should have access to the Power of Five section. So if you launch the ASEA Connect app, and as an example, if you went into library files, in my case, it says there's 5 new ones. Okay, the way that you would filter this out is you would just click on the word filter, the filter button, if you will, right there at the top. And when you click on that, you'll scroll down. Okay, now by default, it'll probably have all, and you'll see like 167 or a few hundred items. Like if there was all on this and document type, I think it's 360 something items. But basically, you should now be able to scroll down and see this option called Power of Five. Power of Five. And select that. Notice it filters down to 18 items, because I think I also have videos applied as well. If you wanted to get the documents and other links, click on all, and you'd see there's a total of 31 items that are going to be related to the Power of Five groupings. So so that's the way you do it. And once you click, again, if I just wanted to watch or look for the videos, I'll click apply. You'll notice I want to make a mention. You'll see 2 of the 20 minutes to a better you. One is the older version, and you can tell by the date. Just use the more recent date one. If I click on this one here, it's 123. This is the most newest updated version of that. So you can select that one. The other one's like back in December.
Hey, Paul.
So I just yep.
Real fast, Trisha, I told her about it, and so she went to put it in. It didn't. She had to uninstall it and then reinstall it, and then it came up. So if it's not,
Yes.
guys, uninstall it and just reinstall it.
Good point. Good point. I noticed that you or Larry also said some of you may just need to just sign off and log back into it again, which is basically your login for ASEA. So you might, if you want to try that first, you can do it, and it should reinitialize all the settings. But if that doesn't work, then yeah, go ahead and uninstall and reinstall the whole app. Okay, let me share my other screen real quick here. Let me go back and share the screen. Someone in the chat just mentioned on ASEA and about a choice seller selling for 119. Again, these choice guys are all going to go. They all are limited number of days. But even this 119 one here, if you did scroll down, I think Foster was mentioning this. You scroll down. Now there's some questions and answers here. It says, how far out is the expiration date on this product usually? It says current shipments are date 3 of 2018. So I'm not that good at math, but March of 2018 is longer than 1 year from so it's definitely out of the expiry period. So just a heads up there. All right, let me switch over to notes here. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, let me move video stuff on this side. Everyone's pretty faces. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Can you see, like, if I draw a circle here?
No, we still
it's
see
not.
your Power 5, your ASEA Connect.
Oh, it's on that screen. Okay, let me reshare this one. Share screen 1.
Yeah, Jamie, they're not going to take it down. No, it's still showing.
There it is. We see the circle, Paul.
Yeah, they're not going to take it down, Jamie.
Okay.
They're under 30 days. That's why.
Yeah, and oh, so you didn't see this then? I was sharing the other screen, so you didn't see this. This is what I was mentioning here at March. Current shipments are date 3 of 2018.
That is so awesome.
From the seller. So again, this is the one that's again had the Amazon choice thing, but again they'll fall out of that. But if you did get someone that went there and saw that, now you can just go, hey, just scroll down, see the frequently asked questions there, and you'll see that the product's already expired. They're trying to send you.
Okay.
So,
A for honesty.
anyway.
That's awesome. Thanks, Paul.
So just a heads up there. Okay, so let's talk about again some binary basics. It's not going to be a deep dive, but there's a couple of things that you should be aware fundamentally. And again, once you get to like the rank of Director 300, or really, I think Director 700 is your target, because if you become a Director 700 and you help one person on your left and one person on your right become a Director 700 in the same commission week, you're going to probably be a bronze. I don't know anyone who hasn't had a qualifying Director 700 down right and left in the same commission week that wasn't a bronze, because that alone would be about 1,400 points of of volume. Okay. Again, that's qualifying in the same week. So, and then of course, if you have a couple, if you're able to help those people get to bronze by having their own director 700, one left and one right in the same week, you're probably close to gold. That's probably you're going to be really close to gold volume, and you should probably get that volume in other parts of your group on that side of your organization. So, just a heads up there. So that being said, a couple things is that the binary itself, again, you want to personally enroll someone on your left and someone on your right. Now, again, it doesn't have to be the two people directly beneath you. So even if let's say you didn't sign up that person, let's say someone above you, put that person underneath you on your right. And let's say this person went up and he signed up this person. Okay, you would still need to have one person on your that you personally enrolled on your right, and at least one person on your left. And now you are what's considered binary active or qualified. And again, active means that each one of you has purchased at least 100 points of volume within the last 30 days. It's always safe just to say, look, that's why we do the auto ship. It keeps you safe. You're getting one case a month. You will automatically be qualified. Okay, 100 PV. And so the simple ways, as your organization starts to build, okay, you are going to want to work with the side that has the lesser amount of volume. So, because again, and it typically works, everyone typically has one side that kind of does and moves a lot faster. So we call it you can call it your strong leg, your power team. There's lots of different terms for it. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is work with your your lesser side. So in this case, if you're going to be going down straight down, and everyone you're personally enrolling, you're going to be helping people along the outside of your lesser team. And your message to them whenever you sign someone up new is, look, you can call all the people in between and say, look, there's people underneath you. Show them how to log in and look at their binary tree viewer. And then just say, look, if you sign up one person and put the bottom here, and then you go down your inside leg, okay, you can see like half the work's, done for you. Let's get you going. I want to see you making some money and get your check. So it's a way that you could incentivize people. You're not having to say, they're getting penalized on anything. You're wanting to incentivize them by letting them know that there's already activity. And what I like to say to people is, look, you're leaving money on the table, right? Who wants to leave money on the table, right? So, and you're doing stuff and showing them by example. So that's kind of how it works again. And one question I'll have before I turn it back over that we get a lot as far as binaries, commissions and how they're calculated, you get 10% of whatever side has the lesser amount of volume for the week. Okay. So for example, let's say this week you had 3,000 points of volume. Okay, on this side, let's say this, and again, let's say your stronger side. So let's say there's a lot more people on this side, and let's say this side you had 4,000 points of volume, just to keep the numbers easier. You would get 10% of this entire lesser side, and which would equal $300 in this case. That would be your team commissions for that week, 10% of 3,000, and then next week the 3,000 would be deducted from that, and you would start next week with 1,000 points on your strong side or on your power leg side of your organization. Okay, and the other side goes to 0. So again, you're still going to want to work with the weaker. Now, if that weaker side sometimes will become bigger than your stronger side, great. Then you go work with the stronger side, which is now your weaker side, and to keep this as balanced as possible, because that will yield you the highest percentage of commissions as possible. And one of the questions that commonly comes up is, well, Paul, why don't we get paid on the other side, of our stronger side? And the answer is, you actually are. Technically, you're getting paid, okay? You're getting paid 50-50. 5% up until where both of where it's balanced. So if let me say I erased like this side just for illustration purposes here, okay? So basically, if you had these two sides, and you would basically be getting 5% on this side, and you're basically getting 5% on this side, it's the exact same thing as saying 10% over your entire lesser side. And then whatever amount is in excess on your strong side, that's what gets carried forward. In this case, the 1,000, that's what gets carried forward to the next week. So again, if someone says, well, that sucks, I'm not making money on my other side, I'm only getting paid on this side. No, you technically are getting paid both sides. Okay. It's just that it's here to calculate and visualize how much money you're going to make just by taking 10% of the entire lesser side. It's just an easier way to do the calculation. So, I hope that helps everybody. And if anyone does have any specific questions, I'd be more than happy to answer that on why this, the commission mechanisms work and how they, take place, why there's a cap. You feel free if you want. I can spend just a minute or two answering any specific questions, but that's kind of, I think, good enough for now, maybe to get your head around. And then again, in the future, as Terry said, we can take a deeper dive if you want. Back to you, Terry.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul. Do you guys understand the binary? Do you have any questions on the binary? Okay, so we'll go more into the binary, the people that you enroll into the binary, also go into the unilevel, and we'll talk about those legs next week and how you get paid, how you get check match, how many levels, how that works. We'll go into that next week. So if you have any questions, shout them out. Otherwise, we will move on. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome. If you do have them in the chat, feel free. If they're basic, I can, be responding in the chat while they're continuing the call. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. He took care of ASEA Connect. Thank you so much. Hey, I want to say huge congratulations to Inspiring Hope Angie Vagno for her second week in the specialty awards, the weekly specialty awards. And she is, again, number 9 in the top associate enrollers this week. So 2 weeks in a row. Way to go, Angie.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Everybody give her yay.
Thank you.
Yay, yay. Killing it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Way to go, team. Trisha, Scott, Melissa, Angie. Way to go, guys. Gosh, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Also, congratulations to Maria Isabel Salazar Mena. She went from associate to director this week. We have Alma Hernandez, who went from Director 300 to Director 700. Congratulations. And we have Marlon Rojas Madera, went from Associate to Director 300. So big congratulations, guys, on those. If you have somebody that had a rank advancement, you want to welcome, new to the team, had a win for the week, please, please speak up. Da-da-da. Congratulations to all you guys. You guys are killing it. Awesome. And you know what I do? When Paul was talking about the ASEA Connect, I love the every day, all of the texts that come in. Bing, this one enrolled. Angie got a new customer. Bing, Melissa got a new associate. So it's like all day I get these in here. It's really, really cool. So I would highly suggest that you get ASEA Connect. And now that we have P5 in there, even more so that you can use it. It's all connected and it's fantastic. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else that we have the call tonight. Is it on, Paul? Still our Zoom at 9 o'clock?
I think Sue said she was just put the video up of Art Williams instead because the State of the Union is on tonight. Did you see that as well?
Okay. That's I was wondering. Okay, so there is.
Yeah, no, there's no call. There's no call tonight.
Okay.
It will be next week, but yeah, the video that Tricia just said, the
Okay.
Art Williams video to watch
Okay.
that. Yep.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Trish.
Okay, awesome. So you guys are getting a reprieve tonight at 9 o'clock. Go watch the State of the Union.
Some of us will miss it.
Yes, exactly. Guys, do you have any wins? Do you have anything special? Anything wonderful? Speak up.
I just want to say, yay, team, go! Amazing team members. You guys are rocking. I am so happy for you guys. And Angie, wahoo, sister!
Thanks, honey. Couldn't do it without you, though. Couldn't do it without you guys.
I love you all. Thank you so much.
Yay, Angie.
I couldn't do it without any of
Teamwork,
you.
guys.
So thank you.
All about the teamwork, right?
I'm going to toot my horn. I hope to hit fast forward tomorrow. So I'm
Yes.
excited.
Woo!
Yay!
Awesome.
Janine.
Go, Janine.
That's
Sister, roll.
awesome.
Yeah.
We will make sure to announce that next week.
Oh, that's amen.
Yay.
Yes.
Hey, I just wanted to give a shout out to
Hey, Marco.
Hey guys, how you guys
Guillermo.
doing? Hello.
Hi,
Um,
Marco.
hey guys, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Luis Carlos down in Colombia. I know he's not on the call, but he's been working very hard, like very hard. And his team is like growing really crazy. He has 3 people that apparently are going to be blowing up this week and going bronze. So I'm excited for that.
So exciting.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on. They have like a 70-person event happening this week. So yeah, there's a lot going on. So I just wanted to shout him out.
Very exciting.
Congratulations,
Great
Guillermo.
work. Amazing.
Marco, awesome. I know. He's another one. I didn't say it because nobody knows, but yeah, Luis Carlos, he's always ding, ding, ding. Love it. And you too, Marco. I get a lot on you as well. I see the things coming in on you. So it's so fun, guys. Get ASEA Connect. It's just great to see your team exploding and just all the enrollments coming through.
Absolutely. Marco, are you learning Mandarin?
You know what? Actually, I was practicing because my cousin's actually Chinese, and she was teaching me a couple things. And since I'm supposed to go to Asia, which I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't think flights are going in.
I don't know about Paul. Paul is all in on this, and I'm just like, Paul, I don't know, man.
No problem.
It's
Don't eat the bats.
No
Yeah.
No bad.
I don't know, but yeah, it should be fun. We'll see.
Awesome. Awesome.
Great,
It's
great
exciting to see your Asian team growing. So
Yeah.
way to go.
Thank you.
And we see the person who's just listed as iPhone who's asking about a medical condition. We're not going to respond about the medical condition because that is not compliant, which is what we're sort of talking about.
Could you tell me if any person has had a cook?
Right.
Okay.
So we're not
Yeah.
answering that question.
Yes.
And feel free to reach out to your upline and people can steer you in the right direction, but we certainly don't do it in the public.
Scott, it was me, Anita. I didn't know how to turn my microphone on, but then later on I found how to do it. So I didn't join the meeting at the beginning, so I missed the part of the compliance talk. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
No worries at all.
No,
That's
that's
no.
okay. So
This is
whoever,
all about teaching and training.
whoever invited you here, just get right back to them, and we can just take it right offline.
Yeah, it was Melissa. It was in molecules that matter.
Oh, okay.
I saw the
There are plenty of people
invitations.
in
I
molecules
just
that matter that will be happy to steer you.
Mhm. Okay, I just wanted to use the opportunity to ask other people because I'm actually I'm talking with a couple of moms who have kids with autism, and they all are indecisive should they give it a shot or not, and they asked me if I had anyone using it with the same condition before, and I didn't have any personal experience with it, and I said that I'm going to make inquiries, so I used the opportunity to ask.
Okay. Yep. Great. Question. And reach out to your upline and they will help steer you to a proper way to talk about that medical condition that we're not going to talk about.
We are being recorded here.
Exactly. This is all being recorded.
Okay, so this is recorded. Is it going to be online or not?
This is
Yes.
this will be on my YouTube page. Yes. So
This will be on the YouTube
yeah, we never
page.
make
Okay.
medical claims to cure, treat, diagnose, mitigate any medical condition.
Because the
So-
ASEA doesn't cure anything. It merely gives your body the molecules that it typically uses to help the body function at its peak. But we don't ever mention medical conditions and what it is that we might do for those because that would be inappropriate. Isn't that right, Paul?
Okay, sorry.
Okay,
No, it's
worries,
okay.
Anita. This is all a teaching and learning experience.
I'm glad you
That's
asked.
why we're doing this. It's great.
And so, yeah, absolutely. So, thank you.
Okay, but Someone also asked, can we say on spectrum? Would that be compliant or not?
Well, Spectrum is more compliant, but it's not like we can say we can help all kids on the spectrum. We know that kids on the spectrum have particular issues. We know what ASEA does, and ASEA helps all humans function at their peak. And so whether they're on the spectrum or they're not on the spectrum, ASEA helps everyone with no
Okay. Does anybody have any personal?
We're not talking about that, Anita.
We can't do that here,
Thank you very
Anita.
much, Anita.
Okay.
Good try, though.
Okay, I give
Very
up.
well in the business. Good persistence. Good night. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay. May have Nope, we're not going to go on that. Okay. All right. So if there's nothing else, any other questions, comments, welcomes, wins? And if not, we will wait. What's tomorrow night? Oh,
Tuesday.
It's going to be the first Tuesday.
In touch call, baby.
That will be the In Touch call at 9 p.m. Eastern. ASEAInTouch.com. That will be your Zoom. And I'm not sure who's going to be on it. So we'll
be
see.
excited.
We will be.
Exactly.
All right,
Okay.
everyone.
Have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you guys learned awesome things.
Yeah.
And
Thanks,
go
Paul.
out and go.
Thanks, everyone.
help
No, you guys are welcome.
tomorrow.
All right.
Congrats,
Thanks, Paul, for
everyone.
Yes,
Thank you,
congratulations.
guys. Good night.
Bye bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Take care, everybody.
I for sure learned
Bye-bye.
something.
Bye, everyone.